Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an HP laptop. This is an HP 14-BS002 model. That information can be found on the bottom sticker or inside the BIOS. And in this video I'm gonna go ahead and cover up how you can open it up and how you can remove or upgrade the RAM on this laptop. I get lots of questions first asked that what are the if I replace the RAM, do I have to do any configuration? Do I lose files? You don't lose anything. You don't have to do any configuration, anything like that, because the BIOS on these laptops are really locked down. That means this pretty much a plug and play. You put the RAM in, the BIOS, the motherboard will adjust its RAM speed, whatever it can handle. So you don't have to worry about configuring anything, and the files, everything you have will be left the way you had it before. And people also say that in the task manager it shows 1 out of 2 slot, and that's not true because the Windows, I don't know what's up with the Windows and the manufacturing companies, Dell, HP, and whichever brand, Asus, they don't know. Windows doesn't know how many actual physical RAM you have, or which one is on board, or how many slots you have available on your motherboard. So pretty much you have to open it to see it. All right, with all that said, let's get into it. So first thing first, you want to power off the laptop. You want to flip it upside down. Down here, first we're going to remove the battery by unhooking it this way and slide it back the battery. Next, you want to grab yourself a good screwdriver set. I would recommend the iFix screwdriver set, as I use this screwdrivers myself every day. I purchased this basic tool set, and you're going to use a Phillips #1. If you get the Pro set, they will include you with an opening tools and some tweezers. If not, grab a guitar pick for your opening tool. All right, with all this set, we're gonna remove the screws. There's a whole bunch of screws under the battery. There are 2 of them in the corner and 1 hidden in the front, in the middle between this grill, and there are 2 in the front end. There is no hidden screws under the rubber feet or anything like that, so you don't have to remove them. There are 2 types of screws, the long screws and the short one. The short ones are the 2 in the front. So you can go ahead and remove the 2 short screws first and keep them in one pile. And then you want to go ahead and remove the rest of the screws and keep them in a separate pile. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and supports the channel to make more videos and take requests from you guys. All right, now that we remove the screws, you want to grab the guitar pick and you want to the laptop open up a little bit. And now we're going to start from the front side and we're going to stick the guitar pick between the palm rest and the bottom cover. Just jam it right there, just like this. And you want to rotate it backward and you want to hear those click sounds. You want to go once every few centimeters. You want to hear those big, huge click sounds. That's what you want to hear. You're not breaking anything. You're just unhooking the clips in there. You go to the side. Make sure you press only about 1 or 2 millimeters. You don't need to stick the whole guitar pick in there. So let me go like this. Go to the back corner. There we go. Nice big click sound. On the side in here. In the back corner. Now we can close it down. We're gonna always unhook it from the single USB port side. So we're gonna put our finger right at the bottom here on the hinge and pull this side up a little bit, the front. As you bring it up, you want to push it toward the back a little bit. Squeeze it toward the back so you can unhook the clips in here. And then 45 degree, lift it up. So you can release this easily, this other side on the VGA port. All right, so down here we can see that there's only 1 RAM DIMM available. Right here. And there's no second RAM or anything like that. I have no idea what is this big, huge space in here for, but there's no other RAM. To remove the RAM, you need to put your fingers on the side of these triggers, pull them away, and the RAM will come out in 45 degree angle, just like this. You don't want to yank it upward towards the ceiling, otherwise you're going to break the DIMM or the RAM. You want to slide it in 45 degrees towards the battery, right? And you can see these are a DDR3. This is a DDR3L. That means a low voltage RAM. So you have to make sure you get a SDRAM DDR3 low voltage. These are 4 gig. You can place an 8 gig and it will work just fine. If you want to know your maximum RAM capacity based on your CPU version, check the link in the video description so you know what's the maximum RAM you can have on your laptop. The ideal for this Celeron is an 8 gig, so I recommend you remove this 4 gig and place an 8 gig. Now, once you have the new RAM, all they need to focus on is the notch on the RAM. And you cannot put a DDR5 DIMM in here because they have the notch on them. It moves, shifts over a little bit, so it's not aligning the same thing. So you have to get a DDR3 and DDR4. DDR4 or is that DDR3? DDR3. If you press a DDR4, the notch place is a little offset and it will not go through here. If you get a RAM that has only a RAM chip on one side and nothing on the other side, that's fine. As long as the notch on the RAM matches the notch on the DIMM, that's what you want. So if you want to bring it down, make sure you bring it in a 45-degree angle inside the jack, like that, all the pins in, and then you want to push it towards the motherboard, and you want to hear these triggers open and close softly. Let's say if I don't press it, push it all the way in, let's say let it perk it, no matter how much I press in this one, these jacks will not open and close. And I can even break the motherboard. So you have to make sure evenly goes in there and push it down. It makes a nice soft click sound. That's how you know your RAM is in place. All right, so remove it. Make sure the notch matches in 45. Push it down. Right. Once you have the RAM installed, you can power on the laptop and without putting the back cover on. So you can just actually flip it open like this, plug in the charger. You don't have to put the battery in. You can plug in the charger, power it on, and wait up to 30 seconds for the motherboard to show anything on the screen. It might show you a text saying that CMOS was reset to default. That's totally fine because there's no CMOS battery in here. The CMOS takes the charge from the main battery. So when you disconnect the main battery, the BIOS does get reset to the default. So you will just do one reset and it will go to the Windows with no problem. Right. Once you know your RAM is working, you can grab the bottom cover. You want to bring it down in 45 degrees to put this side down. So in 45 degrees like this, push this side in, and then you want to make sure align it, and then bring it down and push this other side in, just like this. All right. And then if you see any gaps, openings, and stuff like that, you can just pinch them together and it will go to its place. And to finish it off is to put the two short screws in the front end of the laptop and the long screws all over the place. Again, I hope you guys like this video and helped you guys out to do your own upgrade for your HP 14-BS002 model. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Just gonna finish up putting up the bottom screw.